Okay, Martha, think of a recent change you have experienced in your work, life, family, personal, or professional world. Looking back at this change, did you experience a sense of loss or feel you had to let go of something or someone?
Oh, absolutely. I, for years, was a stay-at-home mom, and for 10 years I didn't work, and then I went to work part-time at an elementary school, and worked part-time there for 7 years. And at the age of 41, my husband at the time decided he didn't want to be married to me anymore. And there I was having to figure out what was I going to do to support myself after not having worked full-time in almost, well, 18 years. And anyway, I had to figure all that out.
What did you have to let go of?
I had to let go of the anger that I felt over the, dissolution of my marriage. I had to overcome um, my feelings of inadequacy because I only had 24 credit hours in college and elementary education, no computer skills or knowledge of any kind, and now I have to go to work full time and support myself. So, yeah, I had to really let go of a lot to overcome those feelings.
During the ending or letting go, did you feel any of these emotions? Denial, anger, bargaining, anxiety, sadness, disorientation, or depression?
Absolutely, probably all of them. Um, of course, I was very angry. I was depressed. Divorce will do that to you. It was very scary having to figure it all out at 41 years of age. Had to reinvent myself. Had to, um, just make a fresh start of my life. Really, life began for me at 41. New life began for me at 41.
Out of all those emotions, which emotion do you think was the most intense and that you felt the most?
The most intense that I felt the most would probably be the depression. And I did get professional help for that to help me through, but I would say the depression and the loss of my marriage and my family.
Uh, During the time between your change or your loss and your new beginning, how would you describe your life and your experiences?
Well, I really the only skills I had were people skills, so I went to a company that was doing some hiring for sales, and I started with express marketing, where I sold embroidered and screen print apparel and promotional items. And so, that was my start. Had to, figure it all out and make it happen.
Um, where just go into more detail about what you did within the marketing in your jobs.
Okay, as I said, I didn't really have any skills but people skills, and I went into sales, and um, that that was great. I got to go to schools and businesses and factories and all different places, and really had to learn. I learned a lot of it on my own. The company I worked for didn't have anybody really to train me. It's just basically, here's your information, here's your catalogs, go out and sell. And so I had to. I really self-taught. Was self-taught in my new career, and it did afford me a lot of opportunities to travel, and always to meet and make new customers. And um, so
Uh, what was your new beginning, and was your new beginning where you are today?
yes, my new beginning was starting. And when I was looking for a job, I knew I didn't want just a job. I wanted a career, something I could grow in, not be limited on how much money I could make. uh, just needed a lot of, there were a lot of things that I had on my want and need list. And
is your new beginning where you are today?
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. Sorry. My new beginning, as I said, was in sales, and the company I worked for did go out of business and move their location to South Dakota. So um, there was another company just starting up that was like what I worked for in the sales and marketing, and worked for them, and their business was starting to go under. So I decided to start my own company, and it is called Marketing Martha. And so whoever dreamed, I know I never dreamed that I would be owning my own business. Anything's possible in this life, I guess, if you really work hard and go for it. And starting out in sales, had never done that before. Learned coming up from the bottom up to where I am today as a business owner. So I look back and I think, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good life, and to be self-taught, and I feel pretty proud of myself. I've come a very long way since 1998.
How did you know that you were at your new beginning?
Well, I knew I was at my new beginning when I was able to let go of the anger and all that I felt, and was comfortable in my new start with the new company and in my new job. And I felt good. I felt good about myself. I felt that I had a future. I had something to look down the road to, and here I am, owning my own business.
How do you feel about the change process that you've gone through?
I'll tell you, I am the person I am today because of all that I went through. Do I wish I had never gotten divorced? Of course. But being that I did, I am grateful. I am the best Martha I have ever been in my life right now. And I feel good about who I am. I feel good about how far I've come and the things I overcame, and it's all good.
Looking back, what would you do differently if you had to do it over again?
Oh my goodness. If I had to do it over again, I think I would have finished my education. If I had to start really even going back before, as I said, I only had 24 credit hours in elementary education. Had I known then what I know now, I would have pursued my education and gotten my degree. Then I would have been prepared for anything. But so education is very, very important.
That's it. Thank you.